This book is called The Goblin Symbol Book, or A History of the Goblin Race. The book can be found in the Varrock Palace Library after starting the quest, The Lost Tribe. It can also be recovered here or in one's player-owned house. A History of the Goblin Race. Goblin tradition holds that their race was created by a war god in order to fight a war against other gods. They never name their god, so whether it is the same as any of the gods worshipped by the other races is unknown. The legends also speak of goblins fighting against goblins during the wars, so it is likely that gods other than their creators used them as foot soldiers. Although goblins are still warlike, it is probable that in earlier ages they were more organized than they are now, especially if they were under the direct command of one or more gods. This is corroborated by finds unearthed at various archaeological sites, including the large excavation east of Varrock. Armor and weapons have been found, obviously made to fit goblins, but far more well-made than their current equipment. Almost every piece of ancient goblin equipment has one of a number of symbols on it, and by correlating these symbols with the sketchy records that survive from the Third Age, it has been possible to identify 12 distinct goblin tribes or regiments. The separate identities of the tribes have long since dissolved, and no goblins remember the symbols, although their generals may still recognize the ancient tribal names. In the following pages, I present a list of the tribes and their symbols. Forabshan, Goblins of the Hills. Garagorshan, Goblins of the Sea. Rekishun, Goblins of the North. Ikalayashan, Goblins of the East. Idathan, Goblins of the South. Narogoshun, Goblins of the West. Drogakishun, Goblins of the Fierce Blades. Huzamo Garab, Live Flesh Eaters of the Chaos God. Saragorgak, Foot Soldiers of the Holy Wrath. Dorgishun, Goblins of the Strong Spears. Horagorothgar, Eaters of Man-Flesh. Yorkolagoth, the Flatulent. And we've reached the end of the Goblin Symbol Book. Hope you guys found that informative. See you guys next time. Peace.